Hello, welcome back to Guided Reading with Miss Oliver. I'm super excited to have you here with me today, and I can't wait to get started on our lesson. Before we do, let's make sure we have a few things in place. The first thing we're going to do is take out the 3 worksheets that we're going to work with for this lesson. They are posted on the screen, so if you need to check the screen to make sure you have the correct worksheets, please do so. We have 2 worksheets that are for the homophobes lesson that we're going to work with, and then our third worksheet has reading comprehension at the top, and you should see a little girl with a baseball cap on. Next, we're going to need a pencil to write with, and most importantly, you want to make sure you're in a quiet and calm space so you can focus and grow your brain. If you need to pause the video right here to get your worksheets and your pencils together, please do so. If not, we can move on. So what exactly are we going to do in this video? First, we're going to go over those 10 sight words that we've been talking about for the whole week. We're going to do a review lesson on homophobes. And then, instead of reading a book, we're going to do a reading passage and answer some questions at the end. Jumping right into our sight word review. Repeating after Miss Oliver. Dog. City. Girl. Want. Are. Top. I. Got. She. Want. One more time from the top. Dog. City. Girl. Want. Are. Top. I. Got. She. Want. Now, you're going to pause the video right here and you're going to go through those 10 sight words on your own. Let's see how many you can get right on your own. Pause. We're bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So how did you do? Oh, awesome job. 2 thumbs up, kiss your brain, and a pat on the back. Awesome job for you. Moving right into our review on homophones. So we know that they are words that have the same sound but different meanings and or spellings. For example, we have 2 sentences on our screen. The first one says, I won first place. And then our second sentence says, I had 1 cookie. If we look at the words that's highlighted in red, won as in won first place, W-O-N, and then 1 as the number 1, O-N-E, they sound the same, but they are not the same words. They don't have the same spelling, and they have different meanings. 1 and 1. Easy to get them confused, but since we already know how to do this, you can't trick us. So let's play a quick game before we move into our worksheets, our independent practice time. So we have 4 sentences on our screen, and we have 4 words at the top. I want you to plug those words at the top into the sentence. Which one goes the best? The first one says, I have blank pencil. We can look at our word bank. We have B, B-E, 1, W-O-N, 1, O-N-E, and B, B-E-E. Those words, 2 of those words, 1, 2, and 1, 2, they sound the same, but we know those are different words with different meanings. So back to our number 1. I have blank pencil. Which word, one of these 4, would go good in that sentence? I have B pencil. Nope. I have 1 pencil. That does sound good, but when I look at the word W-O-N, I know that that 1 means like you won a prize. So I know that one's not it. I have 1 pencil. Ooh, that one sounds good. When I look at the spelling, O-N-E, I know that 1 means number 1. So I have 1 pencil. I'll write that one in, and then I'll cross it off my list. For number 2, it says, the blank stung me. Whew. I'm going to look at my word bank again. I see the B stung me. That sounds right. But if I look at how the word is spelled, B-E, I know that that's not the word that matches. So I'm going to go to the next one. The 1 stung me. That doesn't make sense. Our last one, the bee stung me. B-E-E. I know that's bee like bumblebee. So I'm going to write that one in my sentence block. Cross it off my list. We're good at this. Number 3, it says I blank first prize. I be first prize? That don't make sense. I won first prize? Ooh, that sounds like that makes sense. I won first prize. I'm going to plug that in, cross it off my list. Our last one says, do not blank sad. Only one left is be. Do not be sad. That makes sense. Plug that in, cross it off my list. We are so good at this. I think we're ready for our worksheet time. So go ahead and get your 2 worksheets out and your pencil, and let's get started. Make sure you have the 2 worksheets that are on the screen in front of you. I'll give you 5 seconds to get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So looking at our first worksheet, after we write our name, we can jump right in. The direction says use the word bank below to fill in the blank with the correct homophone. Ooh. So for number 1, Mrs. Oliver's going to do the first one. I have the word caught, like I caught the ball. Ooh. Then when I look at my word bank, I'm going to look for the word that sounds the same as caught, but not the same. So I have road, I have tail, hair, roll, blue, 2, wait, see, hole, caught. Ooh, that one sounds like caught, caught, caught. That must be it. And if I look at my words that are my letters that are already there, I have C and a T. I know this is C-O-T, so I'm just going to plug that O into it. That's it. And cross it off my list. Then I'll do the second one the same way. Easy peasy. After I finish this worksheet, I'm going to go to the next one. The direction says, homophobes are words that sound the same but have different spellings or meanings. We knew that. Identify the homophobe in the sentence below. Number 1 says, don't be near that tree as it has a beehive. Ooh, let me read that one again. Don't be near that tree as it has a beehive. I'm going to read that sentence and I'm going to look at it and say, which words in that sentence sound alike but are not the same thing? When I look, I see don't be and be. Those words sound the same, but they are not the same because they're spelled differently and they have different meanings. So I'll circle be as in B-E and be as in B-E-E. And then I'll do the same for the next one. So you have about 8 minutes to complete this worksheet. So go ahead and pause your video so you can get started. Pause. We're bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can go ahead and push your worksheet and your pencil to the side, and we can take out our reading comprehension. Oopsie. We can take out our reading comprehension worksheet with the little girl and the baseball glove on her hand. So the directions for this says, read the short passage and answer the question. The name of this story is called Baseball Game. You're going to read the first sentence and then Mrs. Oliver's going to read after you. Then you'll read the next sentence and then I'll read. We're going to read one sentence at a time. So you're first, starting with Alexa. Alexa is going to a baseball game with her dad. Next sentence, your turn. My turn. She can hardly wait. Your turn. My turn. It is the first game of the season and they have front row seats. Your turn. My turn. When they get to the stadium, it is very loud. Your turn. My turn. Alexa loves baseball, but her favorite part of the game is the snacks. Your turn. My turn. In the middle of the gang, a man wearing red stripes walks up and down the aisles yelling, "Peanuts! Popcorn!" Your turn. My turn. "Dad, can we please get some popcorn?" asked Alexa. My turn. "Sure," says Dad. Your turn. My turn. He raises his hand and yells, "We will take a large popcorn." Your turn. My turn. He hands Alexa the popcorn and they share it as they finish watching the game. Your turn. My turn. They are having a great time. The end. Now we're going to answer some questions about what we just read. Looking at question 1, it says, "Where is Alexa going?" If we look back in our story, look back and we see this first sentence says, "Alexa is going to a baseball game." We look at the answers. It has A, basketball game, B, baseball game, C, to the zoo, and D, parade. Where is Alexa going? That's right, she's going to the baseball game. So we're going to circle B for baseball game. Awesome job. The next question says, "Who is she going with?" Who is she going with? If we look back in the story again, we can see it says Alexa is going to the baseball game with her dad. So we're going to look at our answers. Who is she going with? A, her dad, B, her grandpa, C, her friend, or D, her mom. Who is she going with? That's right, she's going with her dad. So we're going to circle A for her dad. The next question says, where are they seats? If we look back in the story, we see it's the first game of the season and they have front row seats. So where are they seats? We have A, fifth row, B, front row, C, second row, and D, third row. Where are they seats? That's right, the front row. So we're going to circle B. The next one and the last one says, what did they get to eat? What did they get to eat? If we look back in our story, we see, starting right here, it says, "Dad, can I please get some popcorn?" asks Alexa. Her dad says, "Sure." And he raises his hand and says, "We'll take a large popcorn." They get the popcorn and they start to eat. So we look at our answers. It says, what did they eat? A, peanuts, B, ice cream, C, cupcakes, D, popcorn. What did they eat? That's right, they ate popcorn. So we're going to circle D, and then that's the end. So I hope you had an awesome time, and I hope you learned so much and you go back and share with all your friends and your family. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.